Every time they print more debt, the value of the dollar goes down. All right? So, how does this relate to us? When the messenger was alive, we had equity. This is what we were. We were the gold and silver standard among our people. We had intrinsic value.
Yes, sir.
A Muslim's word was his bond.
That's right.
A Muslim's word was so good that if you went to any business and said, "I'll be back with that money,"
Right.
they'd give it to you on credit because they knew you was coming back.
Right.
Today, we are a debt-based nation.
Right.
Yes, we are.
Because we are indebted to the reputation of the Muslims from the time of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
All right. Beautiful.
So, what are the things that give us our intrinsic value? Number one, love. Love is love. Number one, love for our people, love for the believers, love for our lost brothers and sisters out there. That is the gasoline in the engine called the Nation of Islam. If there is no love, you can forget about it. The road, hitchhiking.
Yes, sir.
Love. A commitment to justice.
Yes, sir.
Justice. Right? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said on the back of the newspaper, the Muhammad speaks. He said, we want justice applied equally to all, regardless of race, creed, class, or color.
Come on, brother. Teach.
See, because you can't have one standard of justice for these people and another standard for these people. That's not justice. Because inherently, if you have two standards of justice, then you have injustice.
Yes, sir.
That's intrinsic value. A Muslim's word is his bond.
There you go.
Intrinsic value. There are things that we have inherently that can get us back if we just stop working it. Eating one meal a day, fasting, praying, staying in tune with the believers.
Right.
The way I was trained is you shouldn't go 72 hours without at least contact. Assalamu alaikum, brother. I know we can't always be on the phone,
Right.
but a text message.
Yes, sir.
How's my brother? Everything good? Because you never know. Your brother may be going through something. Your sister may be going through something.
Right. You read 72. Make it 24.
I said at least 72. Some of us, we disappear forever.
All right. All right.
Then things go wrong. It's the nation. No, you wasn't in communication with us.
Right.
A lot of times when people disappear, it's because they doing something they ain't got no business doing. And they don't want the believers knowing. And it ain't none of us perfect.
Right.
Our righteousness is like filthy rags. So, listen, the law is a shield. It's not a sword. The law of Islam is merciful.
Right.
This is why it says that you have to have 4 witnesses in order to convict in the Holy Quran. Right? Because it's merciful.
Yes, sir.
We're allowing you. We're affording you. We're giving you the benefit of the doubt. And we're giving you the mercy and the compassion, in order to correct the wrong. A lot of us, we use the law as a sword. Right. And that's abuse of authority.
Right.
Like Malcolm used to do. You want to march a believer in the front on a Wednesday night. He's in violation of the law. Malcolm would march him out in front of everybody. And then start, you're in violation of this law, and then have the FOI march him out in front of everybody. Right. No, sir. Emphatically, no, sir. And that's the one I know about, Malcolm. If there was others, I know because I'm in New York, so I hear a lot of the horror stories, And, you start talking about this stuff, you might start, knocking people's idols down because people, these are men. Men make mistakes.
Right.
You understand? But we don't do that to our people. We don't do that. You correct in private.
Right.
You somebody does something wrong, brother, come here. Sister, come here. You pull them over, correct them in private. You don't humiliate people in public. You don't do that. You allow people to keep their dignity. Let people keep their dignity. You're not humiliating people. And then a lot of us, we abuse this rostrum. We get up here and then we use this rostrum as a sword and we want to take out our personal business, our personal gripes on people. That's irresponsible.
Right.
If we're going to be free for real, we have to be responsible. We have to be an intelligent people, a thinking people,
Yes, sir.
a rational people, committed to what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us.
Right.
Committed to the mission, committed to one another, because we all we have.
That's the truth. Absolutely.
Now I'm going to close with this. The aims of Islam. Very basic fundamental teaching.
Yes, sir.
When you read it, it reads like a resume. Right? It does. As a recruiter, when I'm looking at a resume, it's what I do for a living when I'm not on the rostrum. I'm a recruiter. So when I'm looking at a resume, I'm looking for action words. Type 60 words a minute. File this many reports. Everything starts out with an action word.
Right.
When I'm reading a resume, I don't want to read a book. Just give me bullet points. So I get a general idea what you're doing. I get the book when I invite you in for an interview if I like your resume.
That's right.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's free advice.
Right.
All right?
Right.
All right? But this reads like a resume because it starts out to teach our people and train them into the knowledge of God, whose proper name is Allah, and to teach them of the devil, the enemy of God, and the righteous. Right? To teach our people the true religion of God, that is Islam. To elevate our moral standards. To unite our people in one nation or brotherhood. To secure better homes and friendship in all walks of life for our people. To secure universal recognition by civilized nations of our people. To secure justice for the so-called American Negro. To have protection for our women. To secure better business, schools, and hospitals. Everything is to. Action words. To. See, don't leave no room for contemplation.
Right.
It's just do.
Right.
Get busy. Now, I'm going to say this one thing about point number 7 and I'm going to get off. Because this is very important. I've seen nightmares, horror stories in my time in the ranks. To secure justice for the so-called American Negro. Justice can only be secured by a vigilant effort to fight against injustice. Justice is passive.